Meghan Markle spills the beans about the royal family and they don't have enough toast to eat it all. So we're going to jump straight into this. And first things first, we're going to talk about Meghan Markle's mental health concerns after I play this clip.
I just didn't want to be alive anymore. And that was a very clear and real and frightening, constant thought.
So she talks about her mental health concerns and how she felt in the royal family. And basically, she goes on to say that she didn't get the help that she, needed or deserved or whatever. And considering she married into the royal family, you would think that literally, help, the world's greatest brain wizard would be on standby. Boop, 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 boop. Hello, I'm royalty's wife. Come fix the business. But apparently that was simply not the case, and it was just swept under the rug, according to Meghan. And the royal family did put out a statement eventually, and we're going to get to that after we talk about some more allegations that Meghan talked about. So in this next clip that I'm going to play very shortly, she talks about how her son, Archie, wouldn't receive royal title, royal security, and they were concerned about how dark his skin was going to be. So take a look at this clip and let me know in the comments what you think.
Conversation of he won't be given security, he's not going to be given a title, and also concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
Honestly, to me personally, I would not be surprised if there was racism in the family. I mean, the royal family, in a lot of families. I'm not really surprised, considering that just a few years ago, it was okay to own slaves, that kind of stuff. And I mean, the queen is literally 90 years old. So a little bit of racism, I really wouldn't be that surprised about. If it came out with evidence and stuff, they were boom, this was for sure what happened. I would be yeah, that really doesn't surprise me. Because, let's be honest, inbreeding and racism go hand in hand. So, there's that. But she also talks about royal security and, him not having a title, her son not having a title, which doesn't make any sense to me because Prince Harry, Meghan, boink, that's still royalty in my opinion, right? He's still got the royal blood. That's kind of the whole thing. And Piers Morgan made, I think his last name is Morgan. Well, anyways, Piers said that by saying what she said about him not getting a title would be that she is indirectly saying that the queen is racist. And again, I don't know too much about the royal family, but racism it could be there. I mean, it's definitely entirely possible. And also, it seems like this Archie getting the title would be a family's decision. And honestly, Meghan says that the queen loves Archie. So, I don't think she would say or even really imply that the queen was racist, but maybe other family members are the ones who are causing the problems. We'll jump into the statement read to you by this news anchor.
Says it was issued by Buckingham Palace on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen. The whole family is saddened to learn the full extent of how challenging the last few years have been for Harry and Meghan. The issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning, it says. While some recollections may vary, they are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately. Harry, Meghan, and Archie will always be much-loved members of the family. I just want to repeat that. While some recollections may vary, they are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately.
And to me, that sounds like a whole lot of nothing. I don't know. I mean, it's literally the most bland and vague statement they probably could have possibly put out. And of course, it's a PR team that's ooh, let's not, step on toes here. Let's address the situation quickly, and then right under the rug it goes, right? So I don't know. And to kind of just, they almost are seemingly pretending or even maybe not pretending, but they're saying like, oh, we didn't actually know what was wrong with her. She didn't say anything, or like we weren't aware, and then, so on and so forth. But I would honestly think that somebody in the royal family, they would probably know these kind of things, right? Like, it's a little bit weird. And then there was some news articles that gone out about Meghan, basically saying that she was like abusing employees, and whether she was or not, I have no actual idea. But they didn't, come out and say anything about that in the news or whatever, or they didn't make a statement on it. But with the sexual assault allegations for Prince Andrew, they were quick to, discuss that, right? So, I mean, you would think there would be some defending of somebody who is still or is now considered part of the royal family, but that was never done. So, and at one point during the interview, Prince Harry says that his father had stopped taking his calls and that they weren't talking. And Oprah asked, well, why is he not taking your calls? And Harry says, because I took matters into my own hands. It was like, I need to do this for my family. It's not a surprise to anybody. It's really sad that it's got to this point, but I've got to do something for my own mental health, for my wife's, because I could see where this is headed. So Prince Harry stepping away seemingly caused Prince Charles to stop talking to him, right? So that's pretty tough. And here's the thing, right? From something that my friend stated and from something that I kind of gathered from this was maybe it's Prince Charles who had made the racial comment, right? I mean, it could be possible, right? Who knows? He's not taking the phone calls. He's, upset with the family. He's upset with Harry, that kind of stuff, for stepping away. So, I mean, it's entirely possible. And people on Prince Charles's Twitter are kind of getting a little bit angry as well. Prince Charles posted photos 11 hours ago with a wide range of Black folks, right, at this NHS vaccine pop-up clinic, right? And people are saying like, oh, how convenient that, you just happen to post some pictures with Black people. Or people are also saying, could this be because of the skin tone of the child was discussed in racist tones? And then she says, this isn't right. And some people were also saying things like, oh, get the emergency blacks out. It's time for PR stunts. And somebody also did make a good point as well, saying that this event was possibly planned many weeks in advance. So regardless of the interview, he would have still had these photos go up. But to me, it is definitely a little bit weird that it's literally only Black people that you really see in the photos or in this tweet. And after people had brought it up, now there's a few more posts from 5 hours ago of him with white people. So, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, it could be, but it couldn't be, who knows, right? I mean, we've seen major people use but I've got Black best friends, argument before. So that entirely could be it. But scrolling through his Twitter, he does have posts from quite a few days ago, even weeks ago, of him with other people of color, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's entirely possible that it was just simply PR to make people think, hey, he can be racist. Look at him helping all these Black people. But at the same time, it could be, round up the PR team and let's get these photos out there. So who knows? I mean, honestly, it's definitely an interesting topic, and it's really up for debate whether or not we think that he is racist or if he's doing this simply for PR. And not only was this entire interview a huge, drama-filled, story, action-packed adventure, but it was also a gender reveal for Meghan and Harry's baby that's going to be born sometime in the summertime, which is absolutely crazy. So, congratulations to Harry and Meghan for their baby girl, and hopefully all these family issues can be resolved, and maybe they can move forward